Hello friends and followers, welcome back to Phoenix Studios. I'm Phoenix. If you're new to the channel, do yourself a favor and click that subscribe button. Stay updated on future art tutorials, prize giveaways, and so on. So today's painting was an exercise. It had been about 2 weeks since I had really painted anything. Was a little bit rusty. Wanted to get my hand warmed back up, my techniques warmed up, and so this was just an exercise to get me back into the swing of things. I wanted to do some practice, and I also wanted to practice out some different techniques as well. Here you'll notice I'm just adding various values of red, yellow, just trying to create this background and just working it until, as they say, it looks right. That's really difficult to put, a subjective value to. It's just something that when you see it and it is right, you get a feeling and you know that it's done. So on the head wrap, I wanted to try some new techniques of just blotting in these different colors. I've got yellow, red, blues, and I'm just putting those in different patterns, seeing how it comes together. Now I've determined that my light source is towards the upper right hand corner, and therefore that will help me to determine where to put in my shadows and highlights. So the areas that are furthest from my light source, obviously those are going to be the darkest areas, and the areas closer to the light source will be my highlight areas. Now I'm adding in some various tones of brown and just laying down a base layer for the skin tone. This will be my value, my darkest value. This will give me something so that I can add things that will appear lighter and darker once I establish this foundation of skin tone here. Just continuing to work those areas, work that brown in. Now here I'm mixing up some ultramarine blue with some titanium white. All of these are going to be used for the different values for the skin tone. These will be my highlight values, and the browns that I mix up will be more of my skin tone values. Now this is nutmeg brown and titanium white. This is titanium white mixed with melted chocolate, and I'm just blending these until I get some values that look right for what I'm going to need them for. Just using my palette knife. So now I'm coming in and just adding those different values where they need to go, the darkest areas, the lightest areas. And I'm really taking my time to soften the edges of each of these values. It helps me blend it better with the next value that I put in. And I'm just creating this definition and dimension by layering in different values and tones here and there where they need to be. As I add the different values, I use a dry brush to come back in and soften the edges in order to blend them into the value next to them. Now I'm continuing to work on that jawline, adding the values to darken it up, adding some highlight on the throat area. Just layering in those values, then coming back in with a dry brush and blending them. Thank you to everyone for tuning in to the channel and watching this video. I hope you learned something positive that you're able to use in your own artwork, and just have fun with these exercises. And I look forward to seeing you next time. Thanks again.